What's up, guys? I'm gonna play some more endgame on my warrior. I basically decided that when on the 31st, there's gonna be a couple around the 31st, 28th, 31st, whatever, before December ends. You know, like after like the 28th. Battlefield's launching its first season. I haven't even played it yet. I downloaded it. It's up there. I'm just waiting for the season to start before I get into it. Arc Raiders coming out. I actually got lucky and was able to play it for the playtest that lasted for like 3 days. I liked it a lot. I think it's definitely shows the evolution of battle royals and extraction shooters. It's way more like technologically advanced, I guess you could say. What is even the word? The quality? Like a game like Fortnite's like pretty old at this point. I feel like a game, as far as games go, it's an old game at this point. You know, it would be cool if Arc Raider had like a map where the map got smaller, like battle royals. I never even thought about that. It doesn't actually get smaller. But like the exit points disappear after some time. Some of them disappear. The easier ones that are like on the outskirts of like a very, you know, an area full of enemies. You know, those ones that are in the safe spots disappear. But that's coming around the 30th, 28th, or something. And a new season or a new league for PoE 1. I'm playing PoE 2 right now. Is gonna come out. It's like Breach 2.0. Like, if you ever play PoE 1 or 2, it's where you have the purple hand, and then it creates that circle that expands and enemies pop out. They're like in a different dimension or something. This is not loading. What's going on here? But those three are going to be on the list of things to play and do. And as far as what class I'm going to play on PoE 1, probably going to play just a Shadow. Melee Shadow, go to Assassin, use poison and stuff. I like that. I like doing that type of stuff.
I'm always here to help. No harm. Keep an eye out for log.
Guess I'm gonna focus on expeditions. See how that goes. This isn't even the expedition thing. There's a ritual. There's expedition. Oh, at the top. What's going on here? Where's the expedition thing? Oh, so this is right here, okay. So, I'm kind of excited for what's coming up in a couple of days, 5 days. You know, so, right. I think PoE 1 is still kind of better than PoE 2 just because it's not so basic, you know, like you pick up skill gems, you don't really have like a list to look, like you don't have anything to spoil you don't have anything to spoil experimentation, and I think PoE 2 spoils experimentation a lot. I think it does. I think people would agree, agree. Like, I wouldn't think, okay, I'm gonna play a poison. Like, the first time I play a Shadow, I'm gonna play a poison Shadow. I don't even know what skills they have or anything, so it's like, once you start getting them, you're like, well, I could actually do this, or I could actually do that. and they don't clash. Like, of course, your actual skill points and build, that's going to decide what you focus on, but the skills themselves, I don't think should dictate what you play. I think you should see all of them. Like, if I see fire and then I see lightning, I shouldn't be like, well, I already know I'm going to get this and that. Like
this.
it just kind of ruins the... I mean, people have already played it a bunch, probably don't have that, but I think this is too simple. I would have liked if they still have the skill gems you put in your armor and stuff, and weapons. I think froze again immediately. Like, it doesn't usually freeze this soon, but it did. It froze like instantly. I don't even know when my thing turned off. I wasn't expecting it to freeze this quick, but you know, whatever. I'm looking forward to Arc Raiders. Looking forward to the Battlefield season. I think people nowadays are burning games out more than they ever really were, because they can just look at someone's review, or everyone else on online hates it too, or whatever. They're like, especially if someone makes content, like, that's not really the boat you want to be in, because it's like, if you're not creating like longevity, like visually, you're like, hey guys, I'm playing this, like, you should check it out, or you know, whatever. Like, people are like, well, you played it, you beat it in like a week, and like now we're kind of all done with it. I think people that play that are online these days are just too sassy. They're not even like to undermine their like masculinity or whatever. They're just too sassy when it comes like to their attitude. Their attitude's too sassy, you know. It's like, it's too definitive, it's too definite, you know. And it doesn't help anybody else with themselves. It's just sassy. Right. That's a sassy attitude. I think what'll happen is all of the stuff that was cool back in the day, like having a pickup truck and going to the lake, will be replaced with like being sassy online. Alright, because like people would agree, like canonically, whatever, or story-wise, if you're gonna make a story about some teenagers that are cool, they're kind of sassy. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what'll happen. Right? These guys are sassy. Like, these new dudes are kind of sassy.
Local, need your aid.
You are most.
That should make things interesting.
Face me!
But as someone making content, like, you're already making stuff up. Like, you don't need to be sassy. Like, you turn your webcam on and you turn your stream on, it's like you're already making things up out of nothing. So it's like you don't need to be super sassy. Like, the sass will come in spurts. I think those type of people, like, kind of now looking at it, like what's popular then and now, people that are super popular are just super oblivious. Like, they're oblivious to the bad, they're oblivious to like the potential.
You are most.
You're like living in the moment and they're super sassy.
That's the cynicism of a veteran.
It's like being someone who at this point is playing. I mean, I play games a lot. Like, I don't have the answer. Like the people were in school and they were like played sports, and that was cool. Like, I don't have the answer for why they could, like, how they could improve that. Or now, you know, people online, that being popular, I don't have the answer for that type of stuff. So it's like, the answer probably, you know, is just, it's too unfun. You know what I'm saying? Not the answer you want to hear. It's that that purple ball. It's like shooting. I'm jumping, and then it explodes. There goes some more of them. I'm super slow.
You're on my watch.
A logbook. Danny would want to see this.
I actually said I promise, guys, I'll go and look a video how to solve a loot field. I never even did that. I saw it last night after I got off. I was like, I'll do it. This is why psychology is kind of important, like knowing how people think, you know, based off things that aren't so easily, like you can't notice them easily, or a little bit more delicate maybe. I think people like things, like, it's simple. Like, someone who gets punched in the face still likes things, but, you know, people who go through things still enjoy things. But, like, the way they go about doing things and their reasoning is different, you know. I think when it comes to being popular, cool, or, you know, being part of, like, oh, yeah, everyone likes this type of stuff, I like it, like, this is my thing. You know, people use psychology and knowing things about people for, you know, the wrong reasons, I guess, but just seeing that, you know, this is cool, now this is cool, like sports and TikTok. It's like what's the psychology behind that, if I were to guess? I think it has a lot to do with, if I were to guess.
I've nowhere to keep that.
the idea of doing something and it working, like this is like the machinery, something's working, something being popular, and what people will do now that that is the case, right? Like if someone made $1 million, now that they're rich, they will do something that they never would have done, like maybe punch you in the face. Like usually they have no money, now they have $1 million, maybe they'll do something they would, just that alone. So it's like, there's like a movie out that's it's like about this sports dude. To me, it comes off as something like a psychological horror or thriller. Or like, I didn't watch it, but just from like what I've seen, it's like it looks like this guy will do anything. Kind of that same thing, you know, same reasoning. Yeah, I died a bunch from that purple ball. I do need to do this map again, probably because I need to get to the corruption. I died twice on the expedition. From the purple ball of doom. But before, like being on the internet, like even if you had some internet fame, like it would just be internet people. Mostly, right? Or someone that understood that was the genre, I guess, right? And it's like there's really nothing for you to lash out at, or nothing. There's nothing for you to do. You know, there's nothing for you to go out and do now. But they're getting like Nike deals, and girls are starting to like them, right? Not that like people on the internet were pretty cool. Like there's some cool internet dudes, but we're talking about going outside of that. You know, it's like I would like to get time and need instead of overwhelming presence. I need more intelligence. I think that's really all it is. Like whether it's Fortnite or football, the fact that people can go out and get a crazy deal with something else, you know, some other,
I have many services.
take another path in life. I think that's really what pushes it to be maybe a bad thing, you know. Okay, so doing an expedition mini or activity on a map, you can use the logbook. Okay.
Finally,
To
some
do an
hospitable
expedition.
terrain. This one will be just like visiting Midgard. Perhaps with a touch less flowing lava, but nowhere.
Okay. So, knowing that it's like back in the day, if you knew about the internet or like games even outside the internet, like you don't have anything to gain to where you're gonna beat somebody up. And like people around you would understand
Once a battlefield,
but you're doing a little bit better, right?
so it shall be again.
Okay, so there are actually legitimate expeditions, like instead of just little tiny ones you would find on a map.
You sure about that placement?
Oh, not that far.
Hope you unearth some ancient figurines.
I think after like TikTok and all that's gonna be popular. I'm sure at the same time like sports and all that, it's gonna be big. But I think we'll have like a dark age where people go back to being cave people for a little bit. I just do all these at once because that's cool and epic. Alright, that's too much.
Now mine to wield.
Inventory is full of currencies. Alright, this is my first expedition. Pretty cool.
Hello. I have many services.
We're gonna get lots of money. Just keep playing the warrior, doing the in-game, we'll get lots of money to do
Find
other
more
things.
breach remnants for my research.
We want to get enough intelligence to use time of need. Drive attributes. How much do I need? I need more than that. I have 30. I think I need 32. 32.
Yes? What do you need? For Doriani.
How can I help?
Can I get a ring that let me use like strength for every like requirement? This will give me some intelligence as well as spirit, which I can tack some things onto I have Duration Spite Energy Shield instead. I can't afford that because I need life regen. Of course, there was something I got that made it to where I could use strength requirements instead.
Welcome. This is what we have available. Carry on. Hello!
What is it? Speak. Time is of the essence.
We need to collect if you must. I've read this. If you
Ahoy! Till next time.
Hell. It never ends.
Welcome. Here's what I've no interest. Survive.
Is there like a gambling person around here somewhere?
we need to if you must. Go then.
Welcome.
Method is buy these blood split intelligence on them because I do want the healing.
As you wish. Good fortune.
One percent reduced attribute requirement may get me where I want to go without and creates intelligence. Oh, that's not how it works. Okay. I'll take the reduced requirements. Let's go one more time. I just want to keep the resistance on this. I just got rid of it. Okay. Doing another resistance. Okay, setting foam armor is good. Okay, that's actually better than I have armor-wise. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? Alright, let me desecrate these. I don't even know I didn't have all 6. That fixes whatever. Moving on to MS is also kind of good, especially if I like was running a trial. Second one, like you can get it on fire and you'd be cooked.
Who sent you? What do you need? Fine, fine.
I do get more armor from this, so this kind of is basically an upgrade, but I would like to get the elemental armor, or like your armor applies to elements. Especially considering how much armor this has. Definitely gave the warrior, like, new life. Okay, I could just go for more armor and more life, which I probably will do. So we got time I need, and we got a lot of armor on our gloves. But, you know, making content, it's like I'm in the space of getting popular, you know, putting out things like that. Like, if I wanted to succeed, I can go play World of Warcraft, or I can go play Call of Duty, right? In that area. And I think the best thing you probably can do, plan for the future, is probably to be nice, because things will come and things will go. But no matter what is popular, you'll still be around, right? Like, you don't want to be a complete maniac when something's popular, and, you know, it benefits you to take part and be a complete maniac. Like, there's people nowadays that are streaming, people don't even like it just because of what they used to do. And even if they weren't negative, you know, they just don't like it because they're so big. It's like they don't like it. It's like, when things come and go, you want to be nice if you can be a part of it. If you know that you're going to be a part of it more, if you know something's going to come and leave, you know, I'm not saying, okay, they're going to just play football, just be nice. Like, if you're only going to play football, like, you don't need to be so general. But knowing that, like, our grader's coming out, like, that could go big or it could not. During that period, like, you just be nice. Because when something else comes and you're nice every single time, eventually you'll be able to ride the popularity train of niceness, right? Just like people riding the popularity train, people that are already popular can go and make Twitch and start streaming, Twitch accounts start streaming, and I'm dead. And, you know, they're riding the popularity that they had, so you can ride anything. You know, you could say, oh, I want to be a streamer and I want to make music. You can do anything, and it's like, I would just say to be nice. Because if the people were nice and people knew them for being nice, I bet they would have been like, this guy's cool, like, let him stream, but something they probably did was either just like neutral or it just wasn't very nice. So. I think celebrities going on stream shows you how dumb they think other people are. Just because of like how they treat people, you know what I'm saying? It's like, even if they are dumb, they're gonna watch you on stream, just you, and they're gonna think you're probably dumb too, you know what I'm saying? Do this map once, and I failed it. Let's not fail twice. But, like, I definitely think people that come from actual celebrity circles, like they are like an actor or singer, like, to me, it seems like they think people are dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, after you sat there for like months and months streaming and trying to get integrated, you probably seem way dumber because now you're like in someone else's territory. Like, you probably seem way more stupid than other people. You probably seem like someone's dad or something. I was saying, just be nice. Like, you can't call it, but if you were nice, you wouldn't have to. You know what I'm saying? People wouldn't have to be like, well, actually, here's my definitive take on this person. It's like, he's just not nice. I would say he's just kind of abrasive or standoffish, and now that he's on a little lower tier, or like a more, like, there's not a big production, there's not like some manager screaming at him in the stream because it just wouldn't even be, he just stand there quietly or something. Like, you just be nice, I'm saying. Someone would say, well, being nice never got anyone anywhere. But it's like, If you met a celebrity and they're mean to you, and their response was, it doesn't get you anywhere to be nice, you probably would think that they were still super mean, and it wasn't like about that. You know what I'm saying? If you're someone who doesn't know to stop being nice, or quote-unquote being yourself in front of people, you got some other things you should work on other than listening to people, you know? Like, you should be understanding, you should listen to yourself or something, right? Like, there's people that their issue is they don't know when to stop being themselves or when to shut up. It's like, you should just not shut up then, and then you'll see where where you end up. You know, you'll be where you want to be and listening to what you want to listen to. And if that's too much, then you'll learn when to not talk, because you could just be like absorbing all the attention, absorbing all of people have questions now, and like you're absorbing everything. It's like all you have to say is something like, I don't know when to shut up. Right? It's like, I think the internet, if you're like internet famous, it's gonna humble you in one way or another. Either you're gonna go out in the real world and you're gonna be like a complete nerd, or you're going to latch on to the positives of being like on the internet. People like aren't beefing with you like a rat beef, and like you'll need to follow that train of humbleness and niceness. I'm saying you'll either be too small or you'll be too big. It's like if I thought, oh yeah, I know this guy who plays baseball or something, it's like, but I'm just a little streamer. It's like, well, now you're not performing as well as you could. And then if I was someone who's like super famous singer and I want to stream, it's like, you're just too big for this, right? Like, it's a lot of people being self-centered, but like they're not dangerous or something, right? Like, there's like a tiny person, but he's like super self-centered, like a tiny self-centered creature, or like they're getting humbled, right? Like, I wouldn't just get humbled. That seems ridiculous, right? Like, someone would tell you to get wrecked, or someone would be like, get lost, nerd. Out of all those things, someone literally gets humbled, and it's like, you don't need to actually get humbled, you know? It's like, just be aware. That's like the solution. Like, I do think people on the internet should be humbled because they literally are from the lineage of internet people and internet fame. It's like, for them to treat people like that, like they're just super weird and they're just like repulsive. There's like a million of them. It's kind of rude. Like, there's people who use the internet every day and aren't weird. Like, someone's grandma uses the internet, and they're not like some weird person. I'm saying. Like, game developers, like, they're not weird people. I mean, I guess they could be, but I don't think they're that weird, right? Like, if you think you're just some, like, internet celebrity, but everyone who watched you is, like, weird, like, it doesn't even make sense.
Speak.
That'd be ridiculous.
Yes? What do you need? Collect more otherworldly remnants.
like knowing that was cool outside of the internet, like being like a clique. Like you're not gonna have a clique of people from the internet because their life, they're connected to the internet. You know what I'm saying? And when they have their speech about how they're beefing with somebody, they're not gonna talk to their girlfriend. They're not gonna talk to like their football friend. They're gonna talk to the internet. It's like being internet famous and thinking you're just gonna like leave the internet with all your friends on the internet and all the money. And it's just not gonna work because people are gonna be like, this guy is like there's like a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, if you found some rich streamer who maybe you had a lot of controversy surrounding them, you told them they could join the Jets and they could have a wife and kids and hang out with the Jets every night, they probably would do it and never look back because that's what they want. Like everyone wants to be that dude that he wants to be like the alpha male or something. It's like you literally lead a band of internet people. Like that's not good enough. It has to be like someone else. I think anytime people have the luxury of choice, so they can decide what to say, they power up, and they don't listen anymore. They're gonna decide what they're gonna say. They're always gonna say something bad. People need something. People have to have something to lose or some rule to follow. Well, they're gonna say the wrong thing. A good example would be like a porn star or whatever. I don't know if like you can say that. I don't know what the like. We're using curse onto it. I don't know if you can say that. I see people use other words for that, but like we'll say an adult star is what they do is so far removed from like the dinner table, and it doesn't matter what they say. You know, they can't say anything that will really mess anything up because they can't get mad and say something, right? Because it's like, what do they do all the time? Like, where do they get their money from? It's like, people that have their money based on people thinking they're cool and then not crossing lines, like, they need to be careful what they say because they're known for being a chill dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, adult stars are pretty chill, but it's like, they're not known for being like table manners, you know, PG-13, you know, they can say whatever they want to say, really, I'm saying. About Hoodum starting OnlyFans tomorrow, I could probably start saying anything I wanted. And I really could say anything I wanted because I don't just say things based on the fact that it was a high energy, highly aggressive alpha play. Like, it literally is you saying that you're saying something bad. You're saying something that normally isn't accepted. Alright guys, I'm about to say something that's very controversial, but I'm a man and I say what I want. It's like, you literally just because you say something bad, you should just be like, what I'm gonna say is gonna sound kind of bad, or you're not gonna like what I'm about to say, right? I'm not a chill dude right now. But there really are no awards for words, you know, it's really about, you know, the cadence or how it comes off, how it can be taken, you know, what people can do with it. If you say that you hate liberals and people can make a joke out of it or they can piggyback, that's what you said. You know, you said what they can do. You said basically that you said what they can do, what they could achieve with.
What is it?
What is this, a support gem? Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never seen one of these before. It's
Indeed.
like a special support gem. Like I said, oh, I hate politics. Like, you have to be able as a person to digest that or to interpret it, you know what I'm saying? And if people want to say, well, you just said you hate everybody, and I sometimes hate everybody, and I want to hate everybody too. It's like, that's what you're saying, basically. You're saying what people can understand.
We need to collect. What do you need?
So, like, if you get mad, and like maybe you were hang out with other streamers in life, like you guys don't like each other,
More other
people
words.
aren't going to take into the consideration that these are just words, and maybe you'll get past this. They're gonna be like, well, what can I do with this? You know, what does this phrase mean? It's like a puzzle. It's like, how can I put this together? It's like, you don't always want to give people certain phrases and words that they can use however they want. That's what people can do. So like, is Grimhaven the site of the corruption? Okay, I'm guessing it is. It's simple. It's like, people are going to take what you say, and it's not about it being a verbal thing, it's about it being worth something. It can do something, right? It's like you're printing money out of your mouth. So it's like, whatever you say, be prepared for people to do anything with it, right?
A cursed forest.
So like, if you can't understand that, then probably stop talking, right?
Come here!
If I said everyone get in the gym, you know, people have to say, I don't want to go to the gym. If I say everybody, I hate this dude, they're gonna say, oh, well, what can I do with that? Because what you're saying is so ambiguous, and it can be interpreted in many ways. If someone would make a joke and go to the playground and say, I'm at the jungle gym, and you'd be like, this guy's bullshitting. If you're talking about, I don't like anybody, and they started sending them threats, and now it's game time, you know, it's like, it's so simple. It's so simple, like, the gym means go mess around with some inanimate objects, right? Go to the gym and work out for yourself. And you have to be like, okay. If you're like, I hate Ted, like, they're gonna go kill Ted, and then you're gonna get in trouble for Ted getting killed. And all you can really say is, you're either gonna be like, inanimate objects. They're gonna be like, some inanimate object stuff. Or you're gonna be like, I hate Ted, or I'm sorry Ted, right? It's very simple, right? You're either gonna be like, keep killing Ted, or you're gonna be like, you guys shouldn't have attacked Ted. What I said, I didn't mean for it to affect people, right? But if it can affect people, just know that it probably will, right? If I named every single person on Twitch who had problems, I'm naming them for a reason. That's a person, right? I'm not gonna say, you know that Smith machine in the gym, and like, go handle that. Like, it's an inanimate object. You're probably gonna go work out on it because your relationship with inanimate objects isn't as deep as it'd be with Tim or Ted or whoever, you know. It's just super simple, you know. And the funniest part about that is everyone knows if you were like, go fuck the gym up, you would go in there and work really hard, you know what I'm saying? But if someone said, go fuck Ted up, someone's going to jail or someone's in trouble. It's very simple. If you're level 1 in the gym and you're calm and you're like beating up the machines and getting your workout in, if someone mentions a person, it's gonna go to level 1000, and someone is gonna be offended, or someone's gonna get hurt, and you know the party is gonna be over. Like I see some streamers that are very controversial that never really mention other people, right? Like the point of them ranting isn't one person. They just are going apeshit all the time, not talking about anybody, and they last for a very long time. They're still around. Somebody feels the need to mention them, and they gotta go, right? Like even the most popular streamers, once you start mentioning people, you know, all the troops begin to get their firearms and their weapons, and it's like, you should have never said anyone's name, you know? Because now you have to deal with someone taking things way further than you can control, probably, right? If you can't control your enemy who is Ted, you can't control people who are going to have to kill them, because it's going to have to get messy. Right? And like once you start getting in trouble and you lose your brand deals or you get banned, you suddenly have no reason to want to go after Ted, because you're losing things of value. Right? Whatever value Ted going down would have brought you means nothing compared to you losing your channel or you not having friends anymore on the internet. That's like, you have to be careful what you say. People who don't have a Twitch account say whatever they want. Like, oh, I'm gonna go on Twitter and make a channel where I post clips of streamers and say how much I hate them. Like, this guy doesn't have a personality, you know, he's putting out clips, the worst moments of the streamer, right? It's like, you can't do that if you want to be a big streamer. You have to say, I hate Ted, and whatever happens, happens. So it's like, you almost can't blame people's fans, because people treat their fans, supporters, like they're like nobody. So it's like, if they decide to shoot somebody or attack somebody, what else were they gonna do? You know, they were gonna be treated like goblins anyway. They might as well act like a goblin, right? So it's like, they only get rewarded for turning on a dime, you know, going direction with direction they're told to go in. You really should be blaming like the brand deals and Twitch, because they're allowing people to operate within a certain limit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how is there such a soft war going on? Because there was like a little wiggle room, you know, and it was addressed in a very vague way, and it was really about maintaining their business. So it's like, that's what comes first for people, is maintaining their business. And even people that are super controversial, and that's like their business, eventually they have to do the right thing. Right? I feel like a troll. Like, eventually they want to have friends, or this or that. They just seem super old, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, it's like, I recommend being nice. If you really have problems with the internet, just turn it off, you know what I'm saying? If you think your internet friends are that loyal, where they're gonna put your real life needs and opinions before everybody else's and everybody internet, like, just stop. Because you wouldn't know these people if it wasn't for the internet, you know what I'm saying? And they don't have any control over actual problems going on. Like, even in real life, like, your friends probably don't care that much about your problems to lose, like, some deals, or burn a bridge that they didn't have to burn. The one that you want to burn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen on Twitch say, everyone who sides with me, I'm gonna give you $1 million. They just, like, would invite them to a Twitch event or something. Like, it all stems from being, from like malice. It's like, what's really the value of that? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, these guys are sassy. People on the internet are really sassy. Whether you can really control what you say, you know, once it goes beyond that, you know, who knows what'll happen. Like, all you can really do is lose people. If you want to solve this problem, you can lose them. And you can act like you don't care, right? Once you feel like you can lose people because you have so many people, that's when you have really nobody. Once you go into full meltdown, I'm the alpha, this is my forest, territorial, these are my friends, you don't have anything. All you have is the idea that that is the system we live by and we go by. And the alpha says something, we do it. Alright. You're like, I don't actually agree with you, like, you're going crazy. You probably should stop. You'd be like, no, bro, we're not even friends anyway, so, like, you can leave too. I was like, okay. It's like, how far are you willing to go to be considered the winner in an internet problem? Right?
Come here.
Like, how much are you going to delude yourself and lose people and argue people who don't probably have any control just to win? I spoiled water over myself. It's so cold. Like, rappers are very secluded, insulated organisms, and they have friends that don't rap and they don't do anything. They just hang out and shoot people or beat people up. They don't really have anyone to lose because they don't have anyone of value to gain. You know, if you're gonna beat the rapper, there's no one. You're not gonna be trading the greatest players of all time. You know what I'm saying. So it's like, if you're on YouTube or Twitch and you start arguing people, like, you might have had a good roster. You might have had the crust. You might have had the surface level people who you can meet any moment. You can access them. You can talk whenever. Like, sending them to the front lines is like saying, I want to be alone, or I want to go in back and talk shit about somebody who doesn't probably matter. Like, I don't want to end up like a rapper who beefs. Like, I think about 50 Cent, like, even though he beefs so many years ago, he still has so much just flack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The text, what
people that listen to
what
people that are 50 Cent are like yes men. Like, it's like little bros. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Same as he did in Freithel.
I don't think it's worth it. You know, I don't think those people are worth winning over.
Yes.
Hello.
You just have to look at what people did before. You know, people did that beefing thing on
Find more breeds for
in other genres, other like areas, and it just was like what's the point of this? Like, you can travel over the whole world. You're gonna meet up with this guy at the club, and you're gonna shoot each other. Like, you could have been anywhere in the world. You could have been making money anywhere in the world. You could have been doing anything, anywhere, with anybody. Millions of people. But you're at the club beefing with somebody in a dark club at night. It's like you're literally setting the stage for you to get killed. There, meet me at night. Bring like 6-foot-tall dudes from the streets. They got nothing going on. You'll bail them out. You know, you got heavy artillery. Like, it's just dumb. It's basically suicidal in a way. It's like, why am I gonna meet you in a dark room with people who don't know how to talk? And people are drunk, and people are on drugs, people are on pills. Like, you might as well say you won the beef at that point. If someone's saying, okay, meet me in the club, like, busy night, alright, you won. Because if you're willing to go that far, like, you got it. You win. It's like you can wake up in a 5-star resort or something, you know, go eat breakfast at a 5-star hotel,
A land that tests
and then,
all
alright, it's
those
getting
in
dark. Let's go, let's roll. They're like, forget that, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep 9 p.m.
Me.
You got it.
Hammer and anvil.
There's no beef worth dying over, really, you know what I'm saying? Especially in a dark club at night. Never heard of people meeting up on a golf course and then they kill each other. And I was like, why would I meet you in the club and kill you? Like, they meet up in the worst places and kill each other and fight. Like, they meet up in the airport. Oh, I saw them at the airport, so I beat them up. Like, the airport's a horrible place. The airport's not a nice place to be. You never heard about, yeah, we both sat down in first class on the airplane and we just started to beat each other up the whole flight. Like, it's just not what you want to do. It's not where you want to be. Like, people go to, like, the hood when they're, like, a millionaire and get killed and ride around people who aren't doing anything close to what they're doing with their lives. And it's like, why waste your life on somebody else like that? It was like, why are you buying this guy's clothes and flights and hotels just for them to not do anything? And those are your friends. You have, like, some rock goon monster friends. Like, anyone would be your friend. Once you have $1 million, anyone's your friend. Like, who cares if it's this dude? Like, if you have a friend that is going to be there when you die and you already know that could happen, you might as well just be dead, or you might as well get away from them, right? If I looked around me and said, yeah, this guy's ready to shoot, this guy's ready to shoot, that's all they can really do, or they're ready to go to jail, it's like, why are you around them? You might as well go to jail today and get your time in, you know, go to jail for a little bit, and then come back and think, okay, will I do that again? Well, then you have to think, well, I'll do that for every friend I have that can do something to somebody, or I'll go to jail for every single one of these people every single time. It's like, you don't have to, right? You don't really have to do that. No one ever got $1 million. The first thing he did is ride over to the enemy hood and kill every single person there, right? Like, you'd probably think about something else. No one ever said, oh, look at this big check. They have, like, a big check outside the record label. They kiss their check, like rapper stuff. Go to the gun store, buy guns, and then kill everybody on the other side of town. Like, day one. Because it's just not worth it. There's nothing over there. There's no reason to go over there. Right? Everyone in the world wants to be around you and meet you. They want you to have free food. You want to go... You want to go somewhere where half of the neighborhoods and areas you'll die in. That doesn't even make sense. Like, that's like a really weird thought and mentality, I'm saying. It's like, alright, thank you guys for the show tonight, but I'm going back to the hood, and half the town is going to kill me. And it's nighttime at this point, so it's like, let's go. Like, you're not about anything but getting killed. Like, you're not about nothing at that point. And anybody who, you know, has that mentality or thought process is probably kind of dumb. Like, they're not a genius level intellect, and everything he says is amazing, and it's probably dumb.
Fear will best you.
You sensed it too, did you? The spirit is near. Back again. There it is! Don't let up. I'm glad you were here.
Like, if you literally told me, all right, we got a show for you tonight at Madison Square Garden, and people are gonna bring their kids, and they're gonna scream your name and want you to live and be a legend. What are you gonna do after this? I'm gonna go get killed in the hood. Like, oh, you're dumb. Like, I get it. Like, it's smooth. You know, you're tough, but you're dumb. You're a little bit dumb. All right. A good example is, you know, Allen Iverson. Like, he has a book or something. And he literally said all the people that he was around, you know, because he was super tough, like super hood, aren't around them anymore. So it's like you could have just been a basketball player and had a regular life that you live now. You could have been to death. So like, you had to go through your whole life being dumb. Like, and people like are gonna debate your skills forever, but not how tough you are. But damn. Back in the day, from the Old West, maybe you'd be known as a gunslinger, but now people would think you're just like a hooligan. Especially with drugs. Drugs take out a lot of people making the wrong decisions, and violence takes out a good bit of the others, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, drugs and violence are not in your control. You can't control drugs and violence. You can participate in drugs and violence, or you can try to avoid them to the best of your abilities, or you can just be like, I'm all in, like drugs, violence.
You must.
That's not even a good combination. That's like one of the worst combinations. That doesn't make sense, you know? It's cute, it's cool, it's accepted, but I think it's kind of dumb, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if there was someone who was like literally 7 feet tall, and he was like a giant kid his whole life, and now he wants to be in the streets. Like, you'd be like, this guy's wasting his potential. He's a giant person. Like, he could be doing something else. It's like, exactly, anyone could be doing something else. Okay. Like, no one's gonna look back like, I remember this guy, that guy, you were tougher than him, you were stronger, you were just cooler, like, I appreciate what you did. Like, nobody, that was crazy. They're gonna say that was so crazy. Like, we barely survived. Like, I was daily living. Like, that's like your survival lord, like, that's the god of survival that you're referring to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was good at surviving and he made it look good. And it's like, he could have just bought designer clothes and had fun at the club and just left it at that. It didn't have to look good or be survival. Drugs, violence, and surviving is going to speak for itself, just like living a better life and having money and wearing nice clothes is going to speak for itself. You don't really want to mix those things. You shouldn't even give people the impression that through drugs and violence they can live a good life, because even people who are doing it legally, I mean, it's not like it's bringing them eternal happiness. People in the military are doing it legally. They're not going to go to jail for killing people. They're not happy about it, right? I haven't met that many psychopaths in the military that are just so happy that they kill people. If they're a psychopath, they're probably not happy anyway, because psychopaths just aren't happy. Doesn't make sense. That's like a dumb person thing to do, if you really think about it, right? Like, if I went to the Gucci store and bought a full Gucci outfit, went to the club, bought bottles, and then got shot, I don't have anything to do with Gucci. Like, just know that if you come from a long line of gangsters and like warlords, even, you're not gonna be happy. You're gonna be good at your job. That's all I can guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? If your dad was in the streets and he's tough, and now you're in the streets, you're not gonna be happy. You're gonna be You're gonna be good at your job, even better than he was. But like, if you want to be happy and be alive, you got to be a little bit smarter, you know. You got to go about things differently than people that don't know until it's too late, you know. Like if someone didn't face the internet, like back in the day, you might have had your granddad use the military, but I got just one person. Like you go on the internet and see every single person, not every single person, but tons of people that have experiences military and law enforcement, and it just isn't necessarily worth it for the glory, and your combat prowess is like 100. These people are in, you know, they're going for a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like your granddad is your granddad, but Frank and Jimmy, these people that on the internet, you know, doing interviews, they're not doing so well. Alright. And like you don't want to believe things that aren't true, you know what I'm saying? Like you probably wouldn't have made it if you're with your granddad and you both were in the war. Like I doubt you would have made it. You would look at it way differently. You ever seen a band of military veterans holding arms locked, skipping down the street, laughing and so happy about what happened and everything? Like it's just not reality. Like, yeah, think about it's like Japan, like you're like the samurai family, the family of warriors, like you guys are just that, a family of warriors. Oh no. Like for all you know, your friends and people around you are from that, you know. Someone that might be around you now is like from a long line of gangsters and warriors and stuff. And you're just getting started, or it isn't like that for you or something, right? What the heck? Why is this map still here? It's like a glitch. Let me just do like a lower tier map so I can get through this. I mean, I'm not... no pun. All information available these days, internet and phones. Like, you never heard about something crazy happening and then being so excited that you just waited by the door for it to be your turn. Like, you don't want to go down these types of paths and do these things. So once the rapper's dead and he did his beef, like, you're gonna move on to the next thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could literally not do that. I think about people who are from, like, actors, kids, they have a lot of potential, you know, they could do anything. They could meet anybody, it's not a big deal to them. You know, people that are from people that are in the streets or military, like, their options are very limited. They have to work very hard to get a different type of life for themselves, where they can do the same thing that other people are doing. It's very simple, you know. You want to have a lot of potential, you want people to have potential around you. You don't want to just be another John Gotti Godfather character, because it just doesn't work forever, you know. I think about Squidward. Squidward's family's probably miserable. You're like, oh yeah, Squidward's grandma's probably super miserable. Like his family's just miserable. I think about someone else's family, they're probably a lot happier, you know, just because you know that's the type of time they're on, that's the type of things they're into. That's what your family is. You're the Squidward family, you know, you guys are in the streets, whatever, and then you're just not happy.
Your way
Cool trauma.
has no place here, coward. Just die already. My love, I
Clear the corruption. Let's see if we can get some XP nodes. Okay. Wait. Was that not the corruption node? Is there another one? Am I missing something? I am confused. Why is the corruption still here? Was that not the center of the corruption? It looks like it cleared some of it away. Maybe because I just cleared the map out, but... I don't know what's going on. Let's look it up on the internet. Apparently you're supposed to, like, clear out some, like, surrounding areas to weaken the whole, and then there's, like, the center of corruption. The core of corruption. I don't know if I did it in the right order then. If I was supposed to keep fighting corrupt maps, corrupt areas until something changed.
Yes.
We need to collect more remnants.
I serve.
Collect more otherworldly remnants.
This is all in your head.
Enough!
need to collect more.
What do you need?
Fine, fine.
I'm ready to do tier 3 stones, waste stones. Do you want to get one more level? Could I ever get that? No, I need level one more time to get this. More aftershocks. 20% more damage against heavy stun enemies will be great as well. I think I'll start building the fence after I get this last point. Go into this little armor tree here. Armor regeneration, or armor, increase armor and life regeneration. A unique map? What is the unique map? Let's go see what that is.
Fear will best you!
Okay. Good double boss. Nope. Okay, okay. Those are mirrors rare enemies.
Here,
This is
mortal.
like no place
You
I've
will
ever
not
seen.
find
Is it even real?
Never seen this before. This is on the last epoch. The end game is like floating maps like this. Like portals. Been floating maps. This has the rare enemies on the map. I think I would like that. I think that's how people said it used to be. I like that idea. I feel like all endgame maps should be more like this, because it's the endgame. Like, it should be like maps that would be at the end, like this floating map. Yeah.
a mirror traps us in an image. No longer.
Feel my wrath.
Did you really think my true form would be so limited?
In the right hands, this could forge something truly exceptional.
I will not endure yet another cycle of time. I refuse. Break the image. Break the prison.
Okay, I was about to literally ask in Google, is there a way to get skill point books in the end game? Oh, these are Atlas skill points.
Does it?
We did get this though. 43 spirit, 10% rarity, intelligence, cold resistance. I wonder if people would want to buy this. I don't know. Would I use it? Possibly. Prefix modifiers are pretty good. You know, you can get like some more spirit or some rarity. Is that it? Map completed. There's no boss.
Yes. Who sent you? I serve. For Doriani.
Need to obtain some more chaos orbs, so I can, or chaos alchemy, orbs of alchemy. I mean,
Hey,
so I can keep. Orbs of alchemy seem to be pretty cheap. 80 orbs of alchemy right there. Boom. One exalted. If I can keep, you know, slapping on 4 modifiers onto my maps. Easy, you know, just use one material, just use one currency for it. Oh, shrines. I think I probably want to respec and go for the shrines part. Shrines would be nice. If you got shrines in your map, it would make it much easier.
Yes?
I'm still new to the end game, so I'm still looking around like, what do I even want to... Like, what's the point of all this? Like, what's going on here? There are some really good upgrades. Yeah, shrines are good. I think shrines are worth it. Greed shrines. Enlightening shrines, you know what I'm saying? You can get some XP shrines, why would you not do that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna go for the shrines. There's another map right here, I think I'm gonna go for it. Or a tower, you know, to show you what's on the map.
Hammer and anvil!
These boots are probably going to be better. Let's see what we can get on them. Movement speed. Armor applies to elemental damage is more what I want. I don't really care about movement speed. Since they added sprint, going for movement speed on items... When you're playing as like a ranger and you need to, you know, keep moving quickly while shooting, I'm sure you know that would be good, but on a warrior I really don't care about how fast I'm going. Cause I'm gonna end up jumping around anyway and all that, so it's like, doesn't really matter. Radio shock duration is actually good, cause shock makes it we take more damage, so.
This was made by a skilled artisan.
Here we go. Applies elemental damage as well. A lot more armor on these. I'm just gonna slap a socket on it. We need fire damage or fire resistance still. We only have 5 modifiers on this. May do some of these uniques. I was looking at them, but they're just taking up like different stash tabs. The whole entire stash tab's taken up by these.
Yes, if you must. For Doriani.
Oh.
Where
That.
all the boy.
Courage takes many forms.
I had never seen that before. I can feel the difference in speed, but I don't really care that much, I'm saying. Speed to me is like a luxury stat. Certain classes need speed more than others, so it's not so much of a luxury. But on the warrior, I feel like it's a luxury stat. Problem is I got frozen and then I got stabbed with these giant swords.
Results speak for themselves.
We need to collect. I have many services. Collect more otherworldly remnants. Have you found? I serve. So it is.
So far, so good. Maybe reduce attributes, not really my thing. More armor. How many is that? It's 4. And then some strength. Gives it more armor. What is it missing? Maybe some resistances. Poison duration would be nice. I don't even have any quality on this one. I already have. Quality would be insane on these. If we can get a resistance or like a reduction on poison, then that would all be good. Even more armor and increased armor would be good. Yeah, 48% increased armor. That's what we like to see. It's probably gonna have like 900 armor on it or something. Almost 1,000 armor. I'll be missing out on some resistances. I do have to put intelligence rune on this, even though it kind of seems like, why would I do that? I need my passives, the persistent buff, and I'm also, unlike the last time, gonna put quality on this. I didn't put the quality on the other one. So we have 990 right now. I would have liked to put more armor increases on this, but I had to have some other things I need to get. See, over 1,000 armor, doubling the armor I had, just about, almost doubling it. But I'm missing out on the reduced poison duration, which is, I guess, fine. I'm missing out on some resistances. But it's cool I have so much armor, you know. And plus 39% of armor applying to elemental damage should make up for the resistances. Especially with it being so much armor. So we're getting some upgrades this play session.
Have you found? I have many services.
I don't have enough. I almost have enough to buy some map stash tabs. I would really like something like that. For all the little map stuff I have. Definitely will grab that next time I get some points. This must be the scorpion. So there's a corrupted nexus right here. I've been wondering, like, the last one didn't seem to cleanse the area, but we'll try one more time, see if this... Maybe the last one wasn't a corrupted nexus, because I don't remember the map, the boss being corrupted. But I don't see a corrupted nexus around here at all. I feel like there should be one, right? Maybe he'll end up clearing this whole entire area, I don't know. Which way do I want to go? So many maps to go through. Either way, I'll probably go, like, from this part through all that or something. Either way, I'm doing like 5, 6 more maps. So I'm gonna go, I'll probably come back tomorrow and play some more of this, you know, cleanse some more corruption. Or so hopefully this, you know, corruption clear works. And we'll get some XP modifiers on some maps. Yeah, I'm gonna go. This one, not getting really much experience, not leveling up. I've gotten 23 million per hour. And I probably need like 100 million or to like 10 million to level up or something. I don't know, maybe like 100. Maybe like 80 million.
Speak.
Lots of money though.
Go.
I haven't forgot about my other characters, my other classes. As far as what I'm streaming my monk, my evoker monk, which is level 78, which is pretty impressive. I still have my my source, which has started to struggle with power, actually getting kills and all that. But you know, this is my first time actually playing sorceress this far anyway. Like taking sorceress this seriously. I've never taken one into like Act 3 or anything, so it's like I'm all the way in the interludes. Let me just look at her to see, you know, as far as the gear and the skill tree, what I can do. I'm level 54, so I still have a bunch of skill points coming my way. I might come back in a couple hours or something and play some more of this, the interludes on my sorceress.
We do close eventually.
Looking forward to the 28th and all that. Let me look at the actual dates for all this stuff I'm saying. Path of Exile 1, new league launch. 31st. '28th for the Battlefield season release, so that'll be good. That'll be like on its own day. So it'll probably be, you know, of course, dealing with that first. Then Arc Raiders releases on the 30th. So all of them release on different days, but very close together. Well, I'm not even in interludes, I'm in Act 4. Yeah, I'm struggling power-wise. I'm just using infusions and stuff. Using all the elements. Which could be stretching me very thin, you know what I'm saying? I think I started going for crits. Crits are good on all elements. That basically means, you know, every ability has different crit chance, and some elements have higher crit chances, higher crit chance. I think that's true right here, where 30% increase elemental damage if you've ignited them recently and all that. Kind of interchangeable, like if you use one, use the other. Then use the other, you know, you'll get some benefits. I think that'll be good as well. Just very thin, you know, very thin. Yeah, I'm gonna be going for crits. Lots of crit chance there. After that, I already went up. After the crits, I'll probably go for the extra infusions. And also, since I'm going for the infusions, like, I'm going for that in those directions, I need to probably finish off the trees entirely. I guess there's increased spell damage if you use an infusion recently, which I will always be using an infusion. So, you know, that'll be like 50% spell damage after using an infusion. Then there's also this one right here. I can collect them further away. And increased effects means to probably just see more devastating. Grab the effect twice. There's just lots of good stuff that is stretching me thin, but eventually will come back around. Like these elemental trees that give you just all of them, like that's what you should be going for. So after I get the crits, I'll probably go back up here and grab these. I also need some defenses, so I probably should be going for energy shield. Mana is also important. So yeah, I'll be back. I'll come back in like an hour or two and play my sorceress. See if I can get them a little stronger. I'm using Spark mainly. I'm using all 3 elements on it. Doesn't even have a crit chance. Okay, crit chance. That's a 20% crit chance. Like, moved it. 20% crit chance is pretty good. Spark goes everywhere, goes through enemies, all that. So using Comet, that's been getting me some good. You know, the 30% crit chance, so that's critting a lot, and it hits twice, so it's like it's critting a whole lot. I think it hits more though. I think it's like 4 times or something. I'm pretty sure one cast has just 1 crit chance. I'm snapping, you know, snap has a huge crit chance, almost 30%. Okay, I'm gonna keep going for crit chance, and you know, crit damage. I'm just gonna get this crit chance tree. So I'll be like 4 levels, then I'm gonna go, like I said, back up here and grab the remnant tree, you know, the infusion tree. Infusions are remnants. And then I'm gonna grab this other infusion that'll give me more infusions. This right here is a good cold and fire tree, you know, gives you increased cold damage, fire damage. Yeah, there's stuff for mixing, you know, there's good stuff for mixing stuff together. I'm almost done with Act 4 on my sorceress too. Let me just see what I was doing, like what was I throwing together.
We've arrived.
Let's go! We made it.
I probably was going like
I can't
Ice
do that
Bomb,
yet.
Frost Bomb just for some pre-effusions. And I just would go like that. And you know, I would sometimes pair that
Not yet.
with a flame wall. That puts all 3 elements on it. And then Comet, you know, because I only really use the ice infusion on Spark, so I still have spare infusions basically. So I'd use fire on Comet. That hits a couple times. So yeah, this is really fun. I just need to get strong. I just need to get stronger. I need to get stronger. And of course, snap whenever it's convenient, but just to grab some infusions, I just use Frost Bomb and
Do that yet.
I'll get some infusions. Takes forever to cast, but if I can get it going, it's gonna be worth it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I've been doing on my sorceress. So back to town. I should have some new uniques to potentially use on my sorceress. I think there's like a ring I have that might be good. I already have a cold damage ring though that gives me increased cold damage. I wouldn't say I'm all over the place. I just would say I'm stretched. Because I know I'm just going remnants and elemental damage. Okay, 100% cold damage converted to lightning damage. That'd be good. I could do that, but I don't think I'm going to. 30% damage is extra chaos damage. It seems kind of cool. The execution. Percent of fire damage converted to cold damage. That could be kind of interesting. But I don't think so. Yeah, nothing as far as uniques go.
Eye of Winter is a moving storm that launches projectiles, firing a full spiral of them at the end of its flight. If the eye passes over an elemental ground effect, it will take on that effect, applying it to nearby enemies and hold down the button for Flame Blast to prime a Lightning Conduit calls down lightning upon enemies in front of you. If an enemy is shocked, this skill will deal even more damage.
And grab some of these higher skill or higher tier gems, get some upgrades. I'm also using elemental weakness, so that's good just for resistances. You know, it takes away all the resistances. I could even start going for the automatic casting spells. I don't think I really need Arctic armor. Link's a little bit too fancy for me. It costs like 60 spirit. I might just go from Arctic armor to this to get my energy shield recharged automatically. I don't know. I'm gonna go. See you guys later. Might come back later. Like I said, play more sorceress. They're gonna be probably the weakest class I have so far, which is never the case. Usually it's the other way around.